Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is gonna be 50 facts about me. I've seen many YouTubers do this tag, so I decided to jump on the same bandwagon. If you're interested in listening to me talk about 50 random facts, then keep watching. So let me start with the weirdest one. I can do this with my tongue that most people cannot. And I don't even know how. I don't know when I could do it. I don't know how I did it. It's this. I know it's disgusting, but yeah, I can do that. I have stitches on my forehead here, and this was, I think, on my 3rd birthday. So I got this big Winnie the Pooh doll that was like bigger than me when I was 3 years old. And I started pulling its ear and running around my house, and my nanny at the back was catching me. So like all clumsy little kids, I turned around and I was running straight, but I was facing at the back. Like I was looking at the back, but I was running straight. And I didn't see that there was a wall in front of me, so I hit the edge of the wall, like straight bam, like that. And I had this white dress on, and it was like half red, half white, like the Singapore flag, with this like huge blob of blood all. Okay, never mind. I study fashion design at LaSalle College of the Arts in Singapore. I am a Singaporean, but all my life I grew up in Indonesia. So I spent 18 years of my life in Indonesia, particularly Jakarta. I eat dessert before dinner or lunch, or basically, yeah. So at home I have to have a bar, like a few pieces of chocolate or a bar of candy, or okay, when I go out to dine, I always order dessert before dinner, especially if it's with my friends. Like my friends know me, so yeah, there's always me looking at the dessert menu first when everyone else is still ordering their drinks or their food, starters. I'm the one with dessert. So I remember this one time when I had braces on. Okay, yeah, that's another fact. I had braces on, but only for 8 months. So when I had braces on, I couldn't really eat anything because, you know, the dentist like tightened the braces or whatever. So my friends were all ordering stuff, and they were like, what do you want? And I'm like, I can't eat. And they're like, just grab something like a soup or something. Then I was like, okay, you know what, I'll have chocolate mousse. And they're like, you haven't had dinner. I'm like, precisely, I only want to eat chocolate mousse. So people don't believe me, but I'm a foodie. Is that so hard to believe? I did save a dog's life once when I was in Bali, and I was 13 years old. My friend's dog ran out of the house for like a solid 800 meters, and I ran after it, and it was being chased by stray dogs. So one of the stray dogs like scratched its body, and yeah, I ran. I started crying. I don't know why I started crying. Oh, and I had to leave for the airport. Yeah, I remember I had to leave for the airport. I was late. My family had already started packing their bags in the car to head towards the airport, and I was still running for the dog. Yeah, but he was okay. He just had like a bit of a scratch. I'm insanely terrified of cats and mosquitoes. Cats only because they look really scary, and mosquitoes because when I was young I had this dream that a billion mosquitoes bit me, and each bite created a hole, and from that hole spaghetti came out. So yeah, I don't know, like I can't kill a mosquito even if I want to, because I'm just scared that it'll bite me when I'm trying to kill it. When it comes to clubbing, I prefer Bollywood over Hollywood, and that's mainly because there's this club in Singapore called Magic Carpet, and I've been obsessed with it. Like every chance I get to go there, as long as uni doesn't clash or like my workload, like I'm done with my work, I just go to Magic. And because of Magic, I can't seem to enjoy any other club, whether it's Hollywood or Bollywood. It's just like there's this one particular DJ, and he's so good. The company at Magic is amazing, and I don't know, it's like magic over any other club I know. I only like comedy TV shows and comedy movies. Like my favorite TV shows are Friends, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Full House. You know when everyone's like a little girl or a little boy, they have this imaginary friend. So I didn't have an imaginary friend. I had an imaginary ghost man. His name was Bago Man and I was scared of him. And if you want me to describe him, I remember him clearly even till date. So he had black patches around his eyes. He was really pale, scanty hair, like just balding but like scanty all over. He wore a white robe that was very like drapey and loose. Oh, and he had no lips. Like how Voldemort has no nose, he had no lips. I used to be a bookworm when I was young, especially like reading Enid Blyton books and Roald Dahl. But there was this one time when I was in the car and I was reading and I was on the way to the mall, I think. I was on the way to the mall and it was a hardcover Enid Blyton book. I remember it was The Strange Umbrella. Yes, that's the book. I was reading it and just as I wanted to close the book, like I was reading it like this close, okay? So just as I wanted to close the book, the driver turned the car and the hardcover scratched my eye. Like I don't know, I just like turned and then it closed and I don't know how it happened, but it scratched my eye and that is why now I suffer from conjunctivitis. So it's a different kind of conjunctivitis, the doctors say. It's this thing that every night after removing my makeup, there's this long goo that comes out of my eyes, and if I fail to remove it, the next day I'm gonna suffer. I'll have like big red swollen eyes and the thing will be like swirling all around my eyes and I have to like literally put my finger in, dig it out and like take it out. And sometimes it's like hiding underneath my lids or something, so like I have to put my finger in and like it's disgusting. There was this point of time, I think 2 or 3 years ago, where I would not drink water. I would drink this particular tea, like packet tea in Indonesia. It's called teh botol, and that would be my water. So it's like I would bring my water bottle to school. I would obviously empty the bottle, so my mom would be like, okay, she drank water. But no, I would empty the bottle and buy teh botol, or I'd buy like a drink that had tea in it, like milk tea or something. And when I came home, I would never drink water. It would be like those, we had them in like cartons, so I would drink that every single day because I felt that water was disgusting, like as if it had a taste. It doesn't even have a taste, but like I've always wanted a puppy but I've never gotten the chance. So I keep like going to my friends' places to play with their dogs and I no longer spend time with them. It's like as soon as they get a dog, it's like, bye friend, hi puppy. Shout out to churro and caramel. I absolutely hate the taste of green tea matcha. Like I don't understand what the hype for that flavor is all about. It's so... No matter how hot it is, I still need to keep my feet under the blanket at all times. Like even if there's no AC, no fan, and it's like freakishly hot, I still need to put my feet under the blanket. I don't know why. I don't sweat. Like I do sweat, but not when I'm supposed to. When I gym, I really sweat, like really little. That also because my body's just like on and on and on, but otherwise in the heat I don't sweat. Basically there is this thing that people find it difficult to sweat, like they just don't sweat, and it's unhealthy. But yeah, my first favorite color was yellow, and I remember from preschool all the way up to primary 3, I would color the faces of humans yellow, their dresses yellow, shoes yellow, bags yellow, houses yellow, mountains yellow, clouds yellow. I was insane. When I was young, I always, like I said, right, I only like to eat candy and chocolate and like dessert before dinner. So I would always have this excuse of like telling my mom, I'm gonna make caramel candy, okay, when it's like 6 o'clock, knowing that dinner's at 7. So I'd make caramel candy for my mom, for my brother, and I'd serve them during dinner, so I get to eat. Like they eat after dinner, but I'd eat before dinner. And I used to be obsessed with caramel until recently I got allergic to caramel, so like I can't breathe. Every time I have caramel, I just can't breathe, and I have like spots all over my fingers, my palms, and my face. It's been 1 year and that's not happened. So I've been trying to eat caramel popcorn here and there, and so far it's all good. So I think it was a temporary allergy, I don't know. But yeah, my allergy did last for like 6 years. I used to compete in running races in school, especially primary school and even secondary school, actually even high school. But in high school, I found out I had sinus bronchitis. That's why now I cannot run as much as I used to. Like I used to win first, second or third places in running races, doing sprints and relays. But recently, like if I run at top speed for more than 30 seconds, I just can't breathe. It'll be like I'm doing this right now and I'm just gonna tell you about it. I can't stop my legs from shaking. Like I have this really bad habit of shaking my knees. Like literally my knees just like shake, 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 and I just can't stop. So every time my grandma sees me shake my legs under the table or during dinner, she'd be like, stop. And I just can't. Like I literally know that I'm doing it when I'm like doing work or I'm like thinking, drawing, designing. I am just like shaking my leg throughout, even when I sleep. So like just before sleeping, my legs would like shake. My feet would shake a bit until I fall asleep. I live for spicy food. I have always wanted a birthday cake made of UP candies. Like that candy I cannot share. Oh, and the same goes for like sour candies like Sour Patch Kids and Warheads, Nerds. Yeah, I love coffee, but I no longer get to drink it because I have major acid issues. So no coffee, no tea, no milk right now, the doctor says, for the next 6 months. I'm sure you must be wondering like, wow, this girl has so many issues. Am I right? Am I right? I am right? I really dislike the winter. I just can't stand the cold. I went to Australia recently and it's not snowing. It doesn't snow there. I mean, in Melbourne it does not snow, but I hate the cold. It makes my skin dry. It makes me break out. My skin peels off. My lips chap. I just hate the winter. I hate the cold. But the only good thing is my hair becomes so nice. It's unreal. I am a Gemini. My birthday is on the 12th of June and I was born in 1997. Roses are my favorite flowers, but not the reds. I like whites. I like yellow. I like pink. And my favorite chocolates in the whole wide world are Royce's Nutty Chocolate Bar. You know, by Royce. I don't know how to pronounce it. I love, absolutely love doing water sports. Jet skis, banana boats, parasailing, whitewater rafting, the donut, what's the thing called? The donut, yeah, there's a donut ride. Anything got to do with water, I'm in. But on the contrary, I haven't swam since, if you don't include water theme parks, I haven't gone swimming in about 6 to 8 years. When I was in Bali, during the time I saved Franklin the dog, I went for diving and snorkeling with my friend's father, and he's a marine biologist, marine scientist. So he brought me diving and he like introduced me to these pretzel looking creatures underwater. They were called sand dollars. They're like literally this small and they had like 1 billion feet under their shell. And as soon as you drop them into the sand, they disappear because they like just dig all the way into the sand and they just be gone. And if you put them on your palm, right, it's so good. Like if you don't like tickles, then this is not for you, but it is so ticklish. It feels so good. It's like a tiny ticklish massage going on your palm. When I really like a song, and I mean I really like it, I play it for over 50 times. I'm not even joking. And I make myself sick of it. I literally hate the song after that and I won't listen to it for the next 3 to 6 months. So dancing is my hobby, makeup is my passion, and fashion is my dream. And I used to choreograph songs for school in high school, for Diwali especially. I do makeup now, like on YouTube. And I am studying fashion design and textiles in LaSalle in Singapore. So I don't own a hairbrush. Like I just don't comb my hair. After shower, I literally just do this. I run my fingers through my hair and that's it. I do not comb my hair. The main reason why I chose fashion design was to enter textiles, and this is not selling products, like selling fabrics. No, this is creating them, like embroidery, embellishments, printing, screen printing, digital printing, laser cutting, you name it. This was what I wanted to do. Like I've always wanted to be a Bollywood, like not Bollywood, but like those Indian fashion designers like Manish Malhotra, Sabyasachi. Like, I think now you kind of like realize I am kind of obsessed with Bollywood. I watch almost all Bollywood movies. I listen to mainly Bollywood songs. I'm not saying I don't listen to English songs, but mainly Bollywood. I club with Bollywood songs. I want to design Indian clothes, Western clothes. One thing I genuinely cannot do is sing. Like, I've always wanted to sing, I've always wanted to learn singing, but I just don't have a tune. And every time I sing in front of my family and friends, they tell me, Meher, can you just keep quiet? Otherwise the glass or the windows or something will break. Anything with glass, it'll break. And I just look at them like, but I seriously cannot sing. Like, I've heard myself, I sound so bad. So when I was 13 or 12, I don't remember, I had my hair cut up to like here. And I have never regretted something so bad in comparison to that. I don't think you'd find a lot of pictures of me when I was 11 or 12 because I have a phobia of vomit, and apparently most people have it as well. But when I see people vomiting, I want to like puke. If my dear one is like puking, I won't go near him or her. I literally, like, if it was just the two of us and he or she really needed my help, then I like stand far away and like tap their back or something. But I myself would want to puke. There was a point in time when I hated sushi. Like, I just found it disgusting. I had never tried sushi. The sound of it being like raw fish on rice, like, it just sounded so disgusting to me that I never wanted to try it. And in 2014 or 2015, my friends made me try, and ever since then I have been obsessed with sushi. Like, you can give me sushi every single day, Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, and I can actually eat sushi. I love sushi. Sushi is like the #1 cuisine in my list. Second comes Italian. Third, Mexican. I am a Disney kid and I desperately miss the old Disney, like Wizards of Waverly Place, The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana as well. Yeah, I kind of miss Hannah Montana. Lizzie McGuire. That's So Raven, but That's So Raven's coming back, but it won't be the same, right? Like, I don't know. At the age of 8, I used to be obsessed with making beaded bracelets and necklaces. So my family would always buy me sets of beads, like, you know, the ones you get in Toys R Us, the pink ones, the big box, like with a billion different beads. And once I got this bead maker as well, like this was later on, but I used to be obsessed with making beaded necklaces, bracelets, anklets, rings. And down my block, I used to sell them. I did make quite a bit of money, and the money that I got from selling these beads would be used to buy more beads. Like, I never failed to cry in any and every Bollywood movie that I watch, even if it's like a comedy movie. If there's a sad scene and I see the people crying, I cry. There's this movie that I've watched 34 times. It's Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham, if you've heard about it. And I cry for the same scene every single time I watch it. And I don't cry less later on. Like, I cry the same amount every time. It's insane. When it plays on TV and I know that scene's coming, I literally just go inside the room, or I drink water just to swallow that ball that's stuck in my throat. Call me dramatic. I have planned my wedding since I was a kid, and if only I had the amount of money that is needed, then yeah, this would come true. But I've always wanted to be engaged underwater in Dubai, Atlantis in particular. So they have this thing where you go underwater. It's not that you're swimming, it's just a cube or a room or like a big box that goes underwater, and you can have a ceremony there, like a small ceremony, or engaged. This was before the underwater idea. I wanted to be engaged on a cruise or on the plane. And for my wedding, I dream of having it either in India, like having a big fat Indian wedding, or like in a resort, maybe Maldives. I don't know, but it's okay. It's good to have big dreams. Mushrooms, boiled potatoes, like raw, no seasoning, and olives are my least favorite food. Every time these things are on a pizza, I like literally peel them out one by one and like put it on the next pizza or like on the box or something. I also dislike papayas, durians, kale, cauliflower. I never really finished the 6th grade. So halfway through the 6th grade, I moved to Singapore. And over here, they put me back in level 5 instead of level 6. Because over here, PSLE, it's like a primary school leaving examination. It goes on in P6, primary 6. So I was unprepared, so I can't just jump straight into like primary 6. I have to have the basics in primary 5. So they put me back in primary 5. I finished primary 5 in Jakarta. Then I did primary 6 half, like for 6 months in Jakarta. Then I moved to Singapore and I did primary 5 for 6 months because I was in Singapore only for 6 months. And when I moved back, I didn't do primary 6. I just jumped straight to like secondary 1, grade 7. So I basically did 1.5 years of primary 5 and half a year of primary 6. I learned how to apply eyeliner at the age of 9. So I would always take my mom's eyeliner and like practice on my eyes and all. And I started to wear eyeliner every single day to school when I was 13. Yes, 13. So I would go to school with eyeliner. I would literally go even to the doctor that is under my apartment with eyeliner. Because I didn't want people to see my face without eyeliner because I was insecure. And when my friends used to ask like, why don't you ever not wear eyeliner? I'd be like, because I don't like the way I look. And it took me a while to actually even consider going on YouTube because you know when you have no makeup on your face, so obviously no eyeliner, right? That was one of the biggest reasons why I didn't want to start YouTube in the first place. I hate milk. I like cheese, I like yogurt, I like milkshakes, ice cream, anything that's made of milk, I'm fine. But milk on its own, I just cannot stand. I don't like watches. Like, it's a really nice accessory and I like to see people wear it, but I personally don't wear watches and I don't know why. I think I look really weird when I wear red lipsticks, like red. Like, I feel I look weird unless I wear like those vampire really dark reds like LAX by Colourpop. Now that is okay for me. I still can't remember my concealer and foundation shades. So every time I'm at Sephora, I actually have to go through my like YouTube description box because like I write my what products I use, what shades and all, just to make sure that the foundation shade and color that I'm getting is the right one. So here's an end to the 50 facts video, and if you liked it, don't forget to click the subscribe button below and hit the like button. Bye!